Hi, welcome back to Engine Shop Joe. And these days, I think everybody, including myself, will use AI for answers. In fact, if you open up, I think it's Google search, pretty much AI is the response. It'll be right on top, and then you can scroll down, and there's other stuff below that. And I am certainly guilty of using AI to look up things or check on maybe colors of something or whatever. But AI is not perfect, and sometimes there are mistakes. And so today, you're going to see where AI really cost somebody a lot of money. Was it AI's fault? No, at the end of the day, it's your and my fault if we choose to use a tool and then we don't verify what we're seeing or doing, and we just take it for granted. So this is about the UL2 Doser, and this happened up at Jake's shop. So let's take a look and see what happened. So this is the list of faults that Jake sent me. You can see this is a B67 2350. And the four faults that are active, the top two are just derates that are there because the driver drove this for a while, with the next two faults active, which are 5867 and 3558. Now, I found a technical service bulletin about 3558 that said most of the time the problem is not the doser, it's a wiring issue on the vehicle. So I advised Jake of that. And then 5867, which is after treatment diesel exhaust fluid dosing unit relay feedback, voltage below normal or shorted to low. What that actually means is that the ECM turns on the relay for the internal heater inside of the UL2 doser. And it checks the circuit for the coil in the relay to make sure that it's turning the relay on or the coil's energizing, and that fault is for that coil. So at Keon, even in the summer, the ECM turns all the relays on the heaters, the DEF heater, the DEF tank, and it checks to make sure that all those things are working. It's a self-check at Keon or startup. And once that relay for the DEF UL2 doser is on, because the ECM is only checking the coil to know that the rest of it's working, inside of that doser, there's a temperature sensor, and it will sense the heat up of the DEF fluid. So that's how the ECM knows that the relay is completely functioning and doing what it needs to do. So most of the time, Jake corresponds with me by just texting my phone, or he'll try to call me. And even though I'm retired, I do keep busy doing things. So I don't always, I certainly don't wait for my phone to ding or whatever. If I'm working in the yard, I leave the phone in the house, whatever. So in this case, Jake had sent me these texts, and I didn't reply right away. And he's got a business to run. He's got other things to work on. And once he starts working on something, he likes to keep going. So he'll try to find the answer himself. And I think that's a good thing, but I've told him before, you just be careful when you're looking for answers that you get the right information. So let's take a look and see what happened. So Jake ended up sending me this text, a screen print actually, and he said, hey, I looked it up, I found the answer, don't worry about it. I'm going to go ahead and check it, and I'm good. But in the meantime, I had looked it up, and I'm getting ready to send the reply back to him, which I'll show you now. So this is what I sent back to Jake, and you can see for a 12-volt system it says it should be between 4.5 and 9.5 maximum. So if you look below that for a 24-volt system, it says it should be somewhere between 12 and 22 ohms maximum. Jake, of course, is working on a 12-volt system. So here's a photo of the plug with the keying of the plug, and there's your pin numbers. And in this actual picture, I've put rectangles around pins 1 and 2 respectively. So later that day, I got the following vertical video from Jake.
Absolutely screwed myself. Destroyed the decomp pipe, stainless steel bolts stuck in there. $800 new doser. Pin 1, pin 2. Freaking, they're both the same reading. Just did all this for nothing. Screwed myself. Story of Jake's life.
Well, in case you're wondering, the old DEF dosing unit and the new one both measured exactly the same ohms, 6 ohms. So AI was off. And I don't know if it's because Jake didn't specify that that was a 12-volt unit instead of 24-volt, or if it's just a mistake. So, you know, that's the caution, right? So at this point, Jake is going to buy a diamond drill and a carbide drill and try and drill out the two bolts that broke off. That part, the part of the after treatment, the decomp tube portion of the unitized after treatment, he's told me is just about $1,800, and he said he can't find it cheaper anywhere except for there's a part out on eBay that's $500 used, but that's a week or two out. He can't wait that long. So anyway, be careful if you use AI. And now you also know how to check that UL2 Doser injector. And if we end up having to go down there and fix the wiring, we'll do that once he gets this back together. Thanks for joining me on Engine Shop Joe.